Okay, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this camp session, I'm going to face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kakadash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahawashi is the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, Ad Great Millstone, who do rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect and your Akim, your brothers pushing this word out the four corners of the earth without truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure, man. Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, 3 shalom's this time. Right, and clearly we're at the end, man. When you read the book of Habakkuk, the second chapter, which, I'll open up with, pretty evident, things are, really speeding up as well. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, and make it plain upon the tables, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right, make it plain upon tables. Meaning we're showing you the prophecies, clearly, bro. Right, the chariot sightings, the stock market crashing, which I want to go into a little bit, like the dollar collapsing. This is all biblical prophecy in order for Esau Edom to go in and forward, with the RFID hit, which is going to be the mark of the beast. It says what? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And another thing too, the chariot sightings, right? All these different UFOs and unidentified flying objects, right? You have that going on, okay? And then you had what? The what's called the Lord will visit, Babylon, where with tempest and great whirlwinds. What just happened in San Francisco? They got hit for the first time ever, tornado warning, bro. Crazy. Showing you that the Lord is touching this place, but the Lord's getting ready to come down with this place, and the Lord's not going to give you a heads up, right? The scriptures talk about how the Lord, the spirit of Yahawashi is a spirit of prophecy, right? And also, when you read the book of Matthew, let me just get it real quick. Now that I mentioned that, it talks to you. It goes into that. Ooh, big old bee. I'm not a big fan of bees, bro. It's the book of Matthew. Give me 1 second. Oh, what is it? I know it's the book of Matthew. Okay, this is the book of Matthew, which is not the precept that I wanted to get. Brothers know what I'm talking about when it goes into, the scribes and Pharisees, desiring to see a sign from Yahweh, but there was no sign given unto him but the sign of the prophet Jonas, right? Because one thing that people want to see are, the signs happening right away, or the Lord letting you know he's going to return right away, in a sense of, okay, he said this was going to happen, and it already happened, now he's going to return. The thing is the Lord, he works on his own time. The scriptures talk about that in the book of Matthew 24 chapter, which I actually have. Matthew 24 and verse 36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. You see? But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming also the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Okay, so it's gonna be the same thing all over again, bro. You're gonna have Jake just living life, living it up, thinking shit's sweet, until the Lord comes, and cracks his place, bro. Make shit hit the fan. And 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, right, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So the Lord's not gonna give you a heads up. His heads up are the prophets out there on the highways and the byways, letting you know and showing you, things that are happening across the globe, to let you know how quick the Lord is getting ready to return, or how the Lord is going to return. When the Lord is going to return. It's a time frame. Okay, and these prophecies are the time frame. But Jake, likes to just put things in a back burner, like they like to wait till, things really start happening to, look for the Lord. There's plenty of scriptures that go into that as well. Jake likes to wait at the last moment when things are already happening, right? But that's gonna be, the worst way to go about it, knowing that, shit's getting ready to hit the fan. You people in the world already know that shit's getting ready to hit the fan, bro. Jake in the world, bro. You stock, you stock people, you investors and things of that sort. You people that mess with the money. You're seeing the same thing that happened in the movie Eyes Wide Shut, like, which is a good movie to watch too. Going to Esau, Edom, and the elite, but leave the world behind. Right? It's a beautiful, it's beautiful what's happening right now in the world, because Esau, Edom, right? They produced that movie, Leave the World Behind, with the help of former presidents, President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. And what was it? It was a secret attack on America, Babylon the Great, bro. Showing you that. And on top of that, what happened before that happened? He was an investor, man. The guy, he was helping people move, big people, help move their money. And technically, he said he's seen the stock, something to the effect, messed up, and this dude was getting ready to transfer. One rich elite was moving money, a lot of money, to a different account, I guess. And the guy himself, like the Jake in the movie, he said, it was a whole different type of vibe to it. He said, take care of you and your family. Instead of laughing and joking, the billionaire on the other end was, serious, right? Because these Edomites, bro, the way they like to do things, they like to show you in movies to desensitize you, so when shit happens, you're not really gonna believe it's happening, bro. But let's get the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and 10, because that's biblical prophecy, bro. That's biblical prophecy, what's happening. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. The great crashing from the hills is the government, the monetary system crashing, right? And how does that happen? Well, Esau, Edom, he's inflating the numbers, bro. What is he doing? Sending billions and billions to Ukraine, and they're losing, track on trillions and trillions. They're losing, the Dow, all that stuff. I'm not too hip onto the stock market, but recently what's been a lot of on my YouTube page, bro, is just these people that grow themselves in the stock market. They say that you can tell when an economy is getting ready to crash. And they seen, these elites or those that are big in the economy remove trillions of dollars from the stocks, bro. Whatever that's, I'm not too hip on it. But on top of that, though, it goes to show you that, America is losing its power, bro. And then China just dropped $1 billion, or just dropped the US dollar, right? Esau Edom's getting ready to come in with, this, New World Order, bro. But first he has to crash this system. And it's biblical prophecy. And when it crashes, you Jakes, you guys are gonna be through. Inflation is gonna be at an all-time high. That's what they were talking about. The rates, they cut the rates. So, they had a lot of people that are in stocks get shaken up on the validity of them going up. So what did they start doing? They started taking out their money from the stocks, because they're seeing that the dollar is losing its power, because Babylon the Great is losing. And soon they have to bring in hyperinflation so they can go ahead and crash the dollar. And once they crash the dollar, what are they going to introduce? A CBDC, a new digital currency that's going to, you have to take an RFID chip in your hand in order to buy and sell wherever they have their locations at. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 6. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, and verse, give me 1 second. Verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And when you go into that penny, it talks about, when you translate into the NLT, it goes into a day's wage. So your whole day's wage is going to go into, your food. Right? And it says, and 3 measures of barley for a